video, we will be exploring the basis of cell structure and organelle function that make up all living things. We'll start at the center of the cell and the control and information storage center, the nucleus. This centrally located organelle is encased in a nuclear envelope and contains tightly packed chromosomal DNA that encode protein synthesis. Next, let's look at ribosomes, which are located in the intracellular space called the cytoplasm, as well as attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. These ribosomes are responsible for manufacturing proteins. Ribosomes are not technically classified as organelles, however, because they are not surrounded by membranes. The endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two regions, the rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough ER is named because of its rough-looking appearance. It is dotted with ribosomes that synthesize proteins, and inside the rough ER, in its lumen, the proteins created are folded and further processed. In the image, the rough ER is shown by the red arrows. The second region of the endoplasmic reticulum is the smooth ER, which appears smooth because of a lack of ribosomes attached to it. The smooth ER catalyzes reactions involving lipids. Depending on the type of cell, the enzymes in the smooth ER may create lipids that are necessary to the cell or break down other molecules that are poisonous. Now let's explore the Golgi apparatus, the last organelle that the proteins processed in the rough ER will go through before they are shipped to their final destination. The Golgi is a series of flattened sacs stacked on top of each other like pancakes called cisternae. The function of the Golgi apparatus is to package and ship cargo, such as proteins, in membrane-bound bubbles called vesicles. Found only in animal cells, lysosomes are the next organelle we'll be looking at. Containing about 40 various enzymes to break down a whole bunch of different kinds of macromolecules, lysosomes act as a center for digestion and recycling for the cell. Found in plants, fungi, and certain other groups that lack lysosomes, an organelle called a vacuole is present. They are far larger than lysosomes, sometimes taking up 80% of a cell's volume. Vacuoles in plant and fungal cells serve as a place for storage, and when they are empty, it creates the wilted look in plants. Peroxisomes are the next organelle we'll examine, functioning as sites for reduction and oxidation reactions, breaking up fatty acids, ethanol, and other compounds. Up next is a very important organelle, the mitochondria. It functions as the site for cellular respiration, which produces ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. ATP is the energy currency that our body uses to fuel reactions, making the site for its production, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Just as we have a skeletal system in our bodies, cells have a cytoskeleton to support their structure, help move materials throughout the cell, and in some species, it allows for the movement of the whole cell itself. It is made up of actin filaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. The cell cytoskeleton is pictured here in green. While we may not have these organelles in our cells, they are vital to our survival. Chloroplasts, full of the green pigment chlorophyll, allow plants to photosynthesize, producing sugars from CO2, water, and sunlight. This process creates the oxygen we breathe and the food we eat by converting sunlight energy into chemical energy. Without these little green organelles, life wouldn't exist. We're now moving to the outside of the cell. Surrounding each cell is a phospholipid bilayer that acts as a barrier to the outside and holds all intracellular materials in. It is selectively permeable, which means that it only allows certain materials in or out of the cell. This outmost layer, the cell wall, is only present in algae, fungi, and plants. It's a stiff layer of carbohydrate fibers that provides protection and structural support. It also prevents the cells from bursting from taking in too much water. Now that we've explored all the different organelles, let's test our knowledge. The first question is, what organelle is responsible for the production of ATP? Is it A, lysosomes, B, vacuoles, C, mitochondria, or D, the Golgi apparatus? The answer is C, the mitochondria. The mitochondria is responsible for the production of ATP and is considered the powerhouse of the cell. Question number 2. What organelle is responsible for performing photosynthesis to create sugar from sunlight energy? Is it A, chloroplasts, B, the cytoskeleton, C, mitochondria, or D, peroxisomes? The answer is A. Chloroplasts convert sunlight energy into chemical energy and fix carbon into sugars. And our last question. What gives the rough endoplasmic reticulum its rough appearance? Is it A, phospholipids on its outer surface, B, the presence of oxidized ethanol, C, its mitochondrial matrix, or D, ribosomes attached to its membrane? The answer is D. Its rough appearance is due to the attachment of ribosomes on its membrane. Great job, everyone, and thank you for watching this video on cell structure and organelle function, and thank you to Creative Commons for the use of their images. I hope it serves as a useful tool for either review or a brief overview of organelles before further exploring cell structure.